Whoa, Jesse Junkie, you're wearing your best clubber, you must be going out on a date. You're wrong. I'm actually wearing this perfectly beautiful clothing. My attire is perfectly fitted for workshop day. So yeah, most of you might be like, "Wow, Jesse Junkie, you're all over the place. One minute talking about gaming, next minute it's to cancel the TV licence, and now you're in a workshop." Yes. Welcome to my channel, it's all over the shop. If I end up doing a lot more of these, I'll probably separate it off. But anyway, that's a different conversation. So, why I'm in the workshop? I'm in here quite a lot of the time. This is my heaven. This is my utopia. I love being in here and crafting bits and bobs. And I do a mix of different things, from doing big jobs like decking to tiny little fabricating little tiny things that I can put around the house and go, I made that. And I want to get into doing dioramas. And other different things. I want to build like just a robot out of junk. Just crap. Just keeps your brain active. That's what you need to do, keep it active. So I want to do it, but at the same time I don't have enough time. On a weekend I'll jump in there and do stuff, but it tends to be stuff for the house. But when it comes down to like dioramas, I've been saying it for like 2 years now, and I just need to start allocating some time. But what I noticed is I stream on the internet 3 times a week, and it's 3 hours a pop, and it's allowed me to get through a load of games because it's scheduled in. On a Monday at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock I will stream, so because it's now a part of my actual regime of what I do, I get more games done. And at the same time I've been talking to a lot of people who watch me on Twitch, and they're makers or crafters or whatever you want to call yourself. And they was like, "Oh, I'd love to see you working in your workshop." And I was like, I could stream from in here. And if I did stream from in here, that would then become a part of my schedule. On a Saturday for 4 hours in the afternoon when Jess goes to bed, I'll come in here and I'll create a diorama. So I was like, right, that's going to get done. But then I came across the first issue. One, this room, it's a reasonably sized room, I'm not complaining, but it's completely full to the brim. Any space I've put a screw, a bolt, a drawer, a shelf, whatever it is. So I'm running out of space in this place. And the second thing is, you need to have a PC set up and a load of webcams so you can actually stream in here. So I was like, right, so I've been mulling over it the last few days. Well, this is my old PC, and I could not sell it for love nor money. It's a decent spec. What spec is it, Junkie? I can't remember, but it's a decent spec. I put that on, 2 monitors, stand and everything, put it on eBay for 250 quid, which I don't think is too bad. And you just get absolute knobheads messaging you. I've put it on, what's that, Spock? I put it on Spock. Don't touch Spock. Tell you now, you just get people messaging you. I swap it for a pint of milk. I don't care about swapping it. Well, I think I've heard my daughter coming. Nah, she's occupied, she's found something. She's probably eating soil. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm not going any lower than 250, because I started at 400 and brought it down to 250. I thought, no, fuck it, I'm having it. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to have this as my streaming PC. So I've got the monitor even, the other one's going to be for another project. Got a crappy keyboard. The thing is, the first problem we've got is PCs don't like dust. This is a very dusty environment. So the idea is to get the PC out of this room, but have the monitor in this room with the keyboard and mouse, but we need to find some space. Also, I just want to point out, at the moment, the microphone might not be too great. I haven't got the best microphone. I'm going to get myself a little shirt microphone for when I'm streaming. I can walk around, and then the mic will always follow me. And also because I also want to keep this camera as far as possible. It's an expensive camera, and the last camera I had, I filmed some stuff and I got sawdust inside the lens. That's not good. So this camera is going to stay as far as possible. So hopefully when I get my button on mic, it means I can walk a good distance and you can hear me perfectly. So what are we doing? Well, here's the workshop at the moment. As I said, we've got pretty much any space is now being utilised with wood, more tools and bits and bobs and accessories. But you might be like, oh, I see a blank spot. So did I. The door. The door's not being utilised. That's where we're going to put it. So we've got space on the door, but this is a crappy egg carton door, so we're going to have to reinforce that just to be able to hang a monitor. As for the PC, ignore this room. This is just the dumping ground. I'm going to be sorting this soon. Up there, that is where we're going to put the PC. That way, if we can shut the door it's going to keep the dust away from the PC, and it's going to allow me just to have a monitor. We'll put a little hole in there, put the cables down, run it down to there, and a keyboard and mouse. So what I'm hoping is we're going to build some form of kickstand here, so when I'm in here, one, I can have a PC if I want to bring up some information or some sizes or order parts, and two, it means while I'm actually streaming, I can actually read the chat log and respond to people. And then we need to have a bunch of cameras. Now, I don't know what I'm doing with the cameras. I think maybe having one up there and one on the opposite side, and then potentially utilising this camera as the main one. So if I'm sat down here crafting something small and intricate, we can use the nice camera to get that kind of lovely blur going on. And then the other ones can just look from a distance. But that's down the road. First thing we need to do is get that heavy PC, because it is a bloody heavy PC, secured on the roof without it falling, without it getting dust, and giving it enough airflow. So that's the first job. And occasionally we have to stop because Jess wants to play. Right, so that should be how much space it takes, so it's not going to affect anything in there. I know this is awful, but I'm eventually going to put shelves up here, but the point is, it's going to take no real estate that I wanted to keep for something anyway, so that's a perfect place to put it. And now I want to put something to obviously hold it up, and I'm going to drill into here, but I don't quite trust it, so I think I'm going to put a lip here and a lip here as well, just so the downward pressure and the side pressure can just be distributed a little bit and not rely just on a screw or two. So we're going to work out how we're going to do that now. And every piece of scrap is getting saved. I need to sort that out, but any little bits that I've got I keep because they're all good for something, and then if they're not good for anything, then they go into the log burning storage pile over there. And this is why this PC cannot stay in here, because I've only cut two things and it's already covered. That's my tip of the day, to have an infinite amount of IKEA pencils on the go, because I put them down and I lose them and I never find them until I clean up after the project. So you have at least, I'd say ideally 10. I've missed a couple. They keep disappearing, but next time I go to IKEA I'll find a couple more. Right, that's perfect. We've got something to drill into there to hold the weight. We've got this, so that's got something to lean against. Oh, oh, that was nearly a conk on the head. Yes, I think that's fine. The good thing is about doing projects like this is because I'm in a tatty room and it doesn't have to look good. It's so nice just bum rushing through a project and just going, it's not got to look pretty, it's just got to work. I love doing projects like that. Jesus Christ! It's determined to kill me. It's definitely going to get me. I just want to make sure this door don't catch before I commit. No, we've got bags of room. Absolute bags of room. We're fine. We're fine. Stop trying to murder me. Where's the fucking drill? I had it 2 seconds ago. Of course, it's not gonna fit. You bastard. I thought I'd give it enough space. Yeah, fucking would do, wouldn't you? Right, now it fits, but I'm super clever. Because that bit was banging into the green bit, I cut it down. But obviously, when you flip that upside down, it's the opposite way. So I cut that bit off first. So I've had to cut it twice. But anyway, it seems to be actually holding a good amount of weight, and then we'll add in that support beam, and then I'll swing on it and see what happens. So if the vlog ends there, I'm dead on the floor, but then you'll have to question who edited it. Joe's a sick fuck. We've got a problem. Now, I'm far from an expert on anything, but this does not look good. Zoom in and you have a look at this. It's sparking and it stinks. But strangely enough, I've just been and picked up a planer, and when I picked it up, it actually told me there was steel brushes that you could replace. I was like, what's a steel brush? So I kind of googled it, and it's something that spins around and eventually they go falter, and sometimes it causes sparks. I've got a feeling these steel brushes, or there may be a proper official name for it, have just gone on this, which is very random for it to happen just as I googled it 2 days ago. So that's probably good luck, I would assume. So yeah, I think she needs something replacing in it, bless her. But it don't matter, we got what we needed to have cut, so jobs are good. Yeah, I just left this room and entered it again, and the entire workshop now smells like when I was a kid and I used to play Scalextrics all day long. So something's burning out. We'll put it to rest for a bit and we'll find out what part we need to swap, but I'm going to commit now to just drilling all this in. Right, at least I've got no chance of that falling on my head now. Yesterday, because this video's broken into 2 parts, yesterday that fell on my head. I don't know if I said already on video, but it managed to trap me straight on the side of the neck. Not a problem, just chucked it down, didn't even think anything of it, until I went out and I sprayed some aftershave on myself, and the second I pressed the spray on the bottle, it already penetrated my clothes and went straight into like a sore kind of thing, and ooh, that makes you smile. Better, much better. Tell you now, if you think any job is hard, try filming it and then doing it. It makes everything a hell of a lot harder. No splitting of the wood, and that's flush, so at least won't scrape my PC when I pull it up and down every time I need to swap something. I think we're ready to swing on this. Bang on. Oh, that seems spot on. Might put some fans on there. I think they're in the bottom, so I can move it away a bit more, but I can work about fan placement later. but it does mean it's very easy for me to just turn it on and off when I go into the workshop. It's taking up no extra space, and I actually trust it. We'll find out when it falls on my head. So now we need to make the cables pop out to here somewhere, and then also look at reinforcing this so it can take a monitor. I think I'll do that bit first. Now I've got some of this, which strangely enough, as thick as it is, was originally my skirting board for my living room. Don't know why they had this as skirting board, but I thought it's actually spot on stuff, so I've kept it all. But I think I'm just going to do a panel all the way down, because it doesn't have to be wide. The monitor's going to be in the middle. Keyboard can be, it can bite into something as big as this. It's not going to have too much pressure on it. So I'm hoping that panel up there is going to be as wide as that. And these are fantastic for storage, but it does mean I have to stack a little bit. And when I have to stack, it means I have to unstack. So hopefully, yeah, that will be. Oh, it's not as big, but I reckon it's going to do the job. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to do it at 110. Extra 10 centimetres. And we now have the joys of cutting it by hand. I could run it through the table saw and do a balancing act, but I'd rather keep my fingers. Now somewhere in here we go, I've got a bunch of these which I think are going to do the job. And this is why every time I need one of something, I buy 40 of them, because I'll never need them until the day I need them. So I've just got lots of stuff from projects I've finished. I think this should be good. Right, so that's going to go either side of the door, but these will not go all the way through. They just pinch perfectly, so I'm going to have to put a little recess in these to just sink them in a little bit, just so I've got enough to come out the side and put a nut on it. Right, I've got one on. Granted, it's now on the skewer because there's only one in, but it is working. So if I can put several of them in all the way down here, I think the door is going to take the weight of a monitor. So I shall do them now. I've just realised that I can actually do one of Junkie's scientific methods. Can you swing on it? It's definitely something that's sorted me out in the ears. Oh. That's it. You don't need a degree. You just need to ask yourself anything in life. Can I swing on it? That's it. That's all you need to ask. Can I swing on it? Right, so the monitor nicely tucked away. Then I can pull it out if I'm listening to some music, or if I'm streaming, I can put it all the way like that and read the chat log as it's going. That's wicked. The only thing I have to worry about is Joe randomly coming in and going, "Cup of tea!" and opening that. But I ain't worried. It's going to get banged and pranged and dusty and everything it can do. Oh, not that way. That way. Right, I think that is a decent size. What I might do is get something like this and do it at an angle. So when the entire thing's at an angle, that would then be flat, which might be more comfortable for the hand, but we'll see. And I'm just going to shave a bit off the top because this is wasted space really, and it's only going to go and bang against the door. So just going to shave it down a little bit, probably put a couple of chocks there to keep this keyboard in place, and then get that on the wall. You may notice the room is a bit smoky at the moment, and that's because I've just cut a piece of wood, but it was a big chunk of wood, and as it was cutting, it was burning as well as cutting. So we've got a bit of smoke in here at the moment. But I've worked out a perfect lean for where I want my wrist, so I can now attach this piece of wood, drill that into the wall, and we're gonna have a nice angle for the keyboard, and we'll work out if we want something flat for that. But for that, I think I'm just gonna have to leave this smoky room because yeah, it's not too good on the lungs. Please do not bang against the door. Oh, lovely, jubbly. I already guessed this corner was going to cause me a problem, so I cut a bit off anyway, which just, look at that, lovely jubbly. And we just need something, a lip here, to stop that sliding down. As for the mouse, it feels okay. So I think I might leave it there. Worst case scenario, you can always get a piece of wood under it like that to keep it flat. But I don't think I'm going to need it. So,
Dad.
Yeah?
I can't learn how to speak because I'm going too slow.
Where are you? Let me look through the gap. There it is. Never ever gives you a second of peace. This is why I hide in here. But she's worked out. Oh look, she's coming in. It's coming in. You got like little monkey hands. So the PC's pretty much done. I've installed an operating system. I've had a load of cables turn up. They're just temporary cables at the moment, so we need to clean them up. But now the question is webcams. I've got one and I'm only going to go with one to start off with. But last night when I was streaming, somebody came in and said that a particular crafter on Twitch uses a harmonica holder. So normally when you can play a harmonica without holding it, a piece of metal goes around your neck. He's mounted a webcam to that. So the viewers get a view of what he sees. And I thought that's very interesting. But on this channel, we don't want to spend money. So for Christmas, I got these lights. So obviously when you're working, you can see what you're doing. So my plan is to fashion two little holes that can sit on there, mount the webcam on there so it would just be underneath my mouth, and then the mic itself will be down here so I won't be breathing onto a mic. The camera will just be a camera and the mic will actually do the sound. So we're going to see if we can fashion some form of harmonica holder like that. So we shall see how we go. Okay, so that's 24mm. So hopefully one of these is going to be a 24, which is this one. That can't get out. Now this is turning out to be a really good idea. We've got the holes, we can mount it in there, keeps the camera there, feels nice and secure. These don't fall off because obviously these are slightly doing that, which is keeping them trapped in. But if they're straight, look, it can fall off, right? Not too much of a problem. But I've just realised these are magnets. So if we can get a washer, voila, washers like magnets. Glue washers inside there, stick straight to the top of it. I think this is going to work. And there we have it, a webcam to my face, and this is what it looks like. So I get to now see what you see. This is seeing Inception. So yeah, we can, when I'm sat down working on something, if you look at the actual camera, you can see what I can see, which works out pretty good. So it's a proper through the eyes of the creator moment. So in fact, I'm getting confused now as to who I'm recording, the webcam or the oh, I'm gonna have to stop. This spun me out. But yeah, look at that, it goes on forever. What happens if we do this? So yes, I've got a camera attached to my face. But it will work. It's a temporary measure, but I think that's gonna be enough. So the PC's all set up, cable's all temporary. And I've got a network cable sticking through the cat flap at the moment because the connection in there is poor, so we need to set that up properly. But I think I'm ready to now sit and actually create. We've got this, what I'm now doing for Joe. Let me just take off my mic. There we go. I'm going to build this for Joe now. So I've got all the plans that I've done some sizes and some guesswork at the footprint and the size of it all. So I'm going to sit and try and make it out of a lot of popsicle sticks. So I think I'm ready to stream. So that's pretty much it then. I'm going to love you and leave you there, and then what I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm probably weekly now, I'm going to be streaming some crafting stuff. So if you're interested in seeing something created, then you can pop in and see me. But a lot of my viewers have says, could you potentially edit down the 4-hour process and just make a quick like 15-minute, like the best bits, so you can see from the start to the finish? Yes, I can, but I might not do it straight away because it's going to take me a bit of time working out if I'm going to clip it or if I'm going to actually record it and then edit it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but the point is I'm going to now sit in here for the next 4 hours and glue things together until I can show it Joe, and she might be like, not good enough, back you go. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers, bye.